Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm Claudia, founder of MyBento, a locally built South African platform that's rethinking how people access employee benefits and financial advice. But today is not a product pitch. It's a conversation about why our industry needs a paradigm shift and how the payroll moment might be our most powerful opportunity to make that happen. Let's start with something we all know, but perhaps don't talk about enough. South Africa's savings rate sits near the bottom of the global rankings. Our household debt to income ratio is worryingly high, and many people are just one unforeseen expense away from financial distress. This isn't just about a retirement issue, it's about dignity, resilience, and having the capacity to weather life without becoming dependent on others. And that in a financial landscape where debt is marketed as help. But unfortunately, the easy option often comes at the highest cost. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Even if you, your clients, or your peers are financially secure, the broader socioeconomic impact of an underprepared population affects everyone. We are heading towards a future where more people will need to work well into their 70s and 80s, which we know isn't realistic for many, while younger generations are financially supporting their parents while still working on securing their own financial future and raising children of their own. And still, much of the industry's attention remains on the wealthiest few or on products like debt solutions and early wage access that, without guardrails, deepen the very problems they claim to solve. We can't address this by only focusing on high net worth clients. We can't address it by dressing up debt as a lifeline. And we certainly can't address it while ignoring the millions of South Africans employed by SMEs, where benefits are a luxury because we operate in a landscape where benefits beyond UIF and leave aren't legally required. This is a crisis, yet it's an opportunity at the same time. At MyBento, we've been exploring what we call the payroll moment, the exact point in time when a person gets paid. It's one of the most influential moments in financial behavior. People are more open to taking action, whether it's starting to save, boosting cover, or seeking advice, when the money has just arrived. But historically, this moment has been underutilized. Why? Because onboarding for benefits has been painfully slow, weighed down by paperwork and manual processes, and it's not mandatory because products are often outdated, confusing, or very hard to access. And because distribution models still lean heavily on one to one who you know sales, when the world has gone mobile first. The parallel moment should be where advice, access, and action converge, like a catalyst for better savings uptake, improved insurance coverage, and timely, relevant guidance. When we removed the blockers, the results spoke for themselves. We recently onboarded 40 new retirement annuity clients into a group scheme through our new onboarding feature in just 5 days, with a 99% uptake rate, in a process that traditionally takes 5 weeks. It worked. It worked because it was digital, payroll integrated, and built for how people actually live, work, and interact with technology today. Now let's talk about SMEs. Only about 28% of South African SMEs offer any kind of retirement benefit. Not because they don't care, but because their admin burden is huge. The costs can feel prohibitive, and benefit solutions are often fragmented, forcing employers to deal with multiple providers for different needs. The result is that millions of working South Africans are excluded from the benefit system entirely. Yet, when we recently surveyed SME employees, every single respondent said that they believe their employer should play a bigger role in helping them with things like savings, medical aid, and mental health support. Even when employers can't contribute financially, employees told us that their top requests were number one, just access to trustworthy financial advice. Number two, the ability to deduct contributions directly from their salary before money hits their bank account. And thirdly, access to mental health resources and support. When we ignore this segment, it's not just a social problem, it's an economic time bomb that is going to explode. But when we break the barriers, we can make benefits both viable for SMEs and valuable for employees, while giving advisors and providers the tools to serve this market profitably. The urgency to adapt is only growing. The next generation will turn to AI before they turn to a human advisor. And that's already happening. South Africa has over 45 million mobile internet users, and platforms like WhatsApp dominate daily communication. Did you know that South Africa has the highest internet usage rate in the world? The average South African internet user between 16 and 64 years old spent over 9 hours a day online. AI is being used for everything, from school assignments to personal finance queries. If we don't evolve our engagement models, we risk making professional advice irrelevant for a whole generation. The opportunity is to make AI and digital platforms allies, automating routine work, scaling reach, and freeing up advisors to focus on the human trust building elements that technology can't replace. This requires a mindset shift, no doubt. We need to move from product first to moment first thinking. We need to stop designing for the small, wealthy minority and start creating solutions that are scalable, sustainable, and inclusive. But we need to be willing to rethink distribution models, product design, onboarding processes, and how we blend human and digital elements. Because if we are not engaging people at the peril moment, when intent and ability align, we are missing our best chances to make a lasting difference. MyBento is one example of what's possible. It's a South African first innovation designed to help our industry to stay ahead of the curve and prepare for what's coming. It enables employers to offer a range of benefits, even if they can't contribute financially, by giving employees access to payroll deductions, expert advice, and guidance to make the right decisions. It's fully digital and payroll integrated, with automated validations and document management that cuts weeks of admin down to minutes. At the same time, it allows advisors to reach more people with far less effort, while giving employees clarity and control over their benefits from day one. And because it's built here for our market, it can adapt fast to local realities while meeting regulatory requirements. Our mission is quite simple: make it easier for people to make better financial decisions and do it at the moment where it matters most. So here's my challenge to you. Let's not sit back and wait for disruption. Let's drive it. Let's embrace the payroll moment as our industry's opportunity to expand access, improve uptake, and secure more sustainable financial futures for millions of South Africans. Let's make sure our tools, our processes, and our mindsets are ready for the next generation, because the future is here. And the question is, are we ready? Thank you so much for tuning in. On a quick last note, in case you are not aware of it already, we are one of the Evolutionary Award nominees in the Employee Benefits and Advice category, so please don't forget to vote.